Hey everybody, Ken with Goldstrike, and I want to show you what the new tail light flash module will do when you've got more than just the stock lights on there. You've got a bunch of other Goldstrike lights on there. So let's get right to it and I'll show you how this works. Everything's plug and play in this system, so there's no actual wiring or splicing to do. I've got this one set up right now so that the light controller is going to control all of the brake lights on the bike and its startup as well. So if I start it up here, you can see it's set up on the wig-wag is what we call it. And if you want to know more about the app and how to install all this, we have a whole video just showing the whole install on that. I'll put a link below for that. But for right now, let me show you how you wire this in what format to get it to do all this. All right, to set up this tail light flash module with the 48,000 wiring harness for the rear, this is how you're going to want to plug it in. So using the front of the bike being that way, the rear of the bike being that way, you're going to plug this in first at the harness, at the factory harness, and then you're going to plug in this behind it, and then these leads, of course, will go to all the rest of these lights. And that'll make it so you can control all of the lights at the same time with the light flash module. So everything's set up here to, I'm going to hit the brake and show you what it's doing. We've got it set right now in the app to 5 flashes, and then I'll show you the brake burst mode here too and what that does. So with the brake on, flashes 5 times, and then the wig-wag will start, and this is the brake burst mode. And as you can see, the rack light and the trunk light are going up and down rather than right to left. And that you can control by depending on how you plug it into the 48,000. So the 48,000 rear lighting harness, if you plug it in to the same side, you're going to get the trunk light and the rack light to blink at the same time. If you move the trunk light to the other side, to the right or left side, then you'll get them to go up and down like this. So that's why that's doing that. Another fun feature here is that when you turn the turn signal on, you're going to see, you don't want to confuse people in the back, so when I hit the turn signal, it's going to cancel the wig-wag, so watch this. And we did that for safety. So that way when I turn it back on and hit the brake again, we're back to normal and the wig-wag can start again. So that is if you are upstream with the light module. So now I'm going to show you what downstream looks like, and that'll only affect the stock taillights. Now I've placed the taillight flash module downstream from the 48,000 rear lighting harness, and this is what's going to happen now. So I've got it set on the wig-wag to go back and forth, and you'll see it'll only affect the factory OEM lights. So as you see, they're switching back and forth, and then after the startup mode, they go back to normal. And then when I squeeze the brake, it's gonna blink 5 times again, flashing, and then it's gonna go after a few seconds to the wig-wag again in the brake burst mode, but only on the factory lights. So you see the rest of the lights are unaffected. Now, just to be clear and make it easy so you guys can watch and know what's happening here, the trunk light with Lightstrike and the rack light with Lightstrike, I've set those both to just be brake lights and not do a bunch of stuff, so that you can see this is only affecting right now the factory lights. Now let me show you what downstream looks like to hook it up. So to go downstream, this is your 48,000, and this is of course the new module. You're going to plug this in first. This goes to the OEM part of the light towards the front of the bike. This plugs into this, and then this guy here is going to go right into the back of the harness for the factory bike. Both right and left sides will be the same way. I'm showing you the right side here, but the left side's the same as well. So with that, then you've got just control of the factory lighting. So now they're magically on the brake side of the bike. This is downstream once again, and I can also show you what upstream looks like, which is just like this. Now with that being said, you can tailor this to your needs. So if you want to just have your brake flash, you can adjust the number of flashes. As I said at the beginning of the video, also check out this other video where we walk through every little nuance of the app and the full installation of this. And you can also go to goldstrike3d.com for all of the information that you need, fitment, all that kind of good stuff. So I'm Ken with Goldstrike. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful.